Good day to you. It's Albert Kaufman from Portland, Oregon. Today, I'm going to share a little bit about Alignable, which is a business-to-business networking platform. I've been on Alignable since about 2016, but I really got serious with it in October of 2023, so a little bit over a year ago. And since that time, you can see that I've had a lot of activity on this platform. So here are just some statistics from the last 12 weeks. Not exactly sure that this is the last 12 weeks. Let's see, this is from, yeah, okay. So I've had a lot of views. I've taken a number of actions. I've had a number of clicks. I've had a number of referrals, etc. This is an interesting place just to see what happens when you actually post on the site. So here you are. These are some recent posts that I've done. I'm telling some people about a video I did, but let's say go down a little bit until something that's had some time on there. So, okay, so this has been on there for about 2 months. It's a class. I've got 60 people registered for it. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. Okay, here's a post from a day ago. Here's a post from 5 days ago. So this is the kind of thing where you can see the power of this platform. I've posted in a group called Marketing for the Small Business, which has 150,000 people in it. And I've gotten 10,500 views on that post. And 14 people have clicked on it. I can see who. And so, yeah, can just sort of see what's going on with some posts that I've posted recently. And normally, actually, I think I would go in here and do a little bit deeper responding. I think I actually did respond to everyone. Anyway, you can kind of see just by this was posted 11 days ago and has received 1,600 views. 4 people clicked on it, a couple comments. So like most social platforms, you get some kind of an engagement, but the engagement here is very high. And so if you're doing something interesting that people find captivating, there's a chance that they will, click on it or look on it or, comment, that kind of thing. So like most social media platforms, you have your personal space where you can post something. This is your timeline, and this is, what other people who I'm connected to are posting. You have people who are in your network. You have different events that are coming up. I'm on here as a teacher through Constant Contact, and they've been given this very nice opportunity to teach classes on this platform. So I've been teaching since October of 2023. And through that, I've actually managed to add about 350 people to my email list just from the classes that I've been teaching. And yeah, so here are events that are coming up. I'm going to talk a little bit more about these Smart Connects in a second, but until I do, just to show you, I've got 3 events coming up just in the next little while. And when you have an event, what's nice about that, by the way, this is an image that my friend Zen Achilles made, and he's just a wonderful, wonderful artist and photographer. So here I can share in the event both information about the class I'm teaching, also my links to sign up for a Constant Contact account. I can see who's coming, and then once the event has happened, I can see who was there, and if I want to, I can connect with them and develop a further relationship. Or they might actually connect to me because they thought what I was doing was interesting, or they thought we might like to work together. So hey, here are just some comments on the class. I also get a chance to make announcements to the people who are registered for the class. So I've made an announcement today, or maybe it was yesterday, telling people about the other classes that I have coming up. Pictures on the side. Anyway, so those are my events, and that is one way to attract people to what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're teaching, and I'm teaching people about digital marketing on Alignable. And yeah, it's been pretty interesting so far. I end up meeting a lot of people and forming some new relationships and new working relationships, and just all sorts of stuff comes from it. And then, as I mentioned earlier, probably the most important feature of Alignable, and what I think is the most valuable thing, that if you're going to pay for it, why you would do that, is this idea of a smart connect. And as you can see, 211 people are registered. This is basically like basically a dating app, to see if you and another business connect on some level. Maybe one person's being mentored by another, maybe somebody is going to work for someone else, or maybe someone's going to refer you, or you're going to refer them to another person. And what happens is you come into the room and you're in a big group, just like it shows here in this picture. And then after a little bit of an introduction, the class is broken up, or the group is broken up into dyads, and suddenly you're face to face with another person for 7 minutes, and there's a counter in the room that you can see. And you can learn about the other person's information if you want to. You can just read about them right there, a little bit about them, but you can also go and dig deeper if you want to. And you can also just have a conversation for 7 minutes and see what comes of it. Sometimes people are there, sometimes people are there for a reason. Sometimes people are there just killing time, or just there to, maybe share ideas. People are there for all sorts of different reasons. And through the Smart Connect, 7 minutes, you learn what they're there for and what you're there for. Then you move on to the next person. Then you do another 7 minutes, usually with a little bit of a break in between. And I think that's the most fascinating part of this platform by far to me. Just about everything else you can find on LinkedIn. There are groups. As I keep going down the navigation bar, here are groups, and you can see group feeds, and these are different, again, mastermind groups and smart connects. If I look at the different groups that I'm in, I'm part of alliances for my local area, and sometimes those groups have events as well. I'm part of my Constant Contact community group. That's where I teach my classes, is through that group. And I'm also a leader in the Wellness Connectors group, because it's great to be a leader in a group. You can instigate a class or a Smart Connect through being a leader of a group. So those are some of the aspects that I think are valuable to know about. You also have messages. So you have a messaging platform that you can talk to people, back and forth, and share your information. And, I'm newly connected with this person. Also, the notifications tell you who's posted things, who's responded to things that you have, spoken about. And then I think last but not least, you can see your own profile, and you can kind of constantly be tweaking that and making it better. I'm very playful, as you can see. I've got this thriving image up on top, a little bit of information about me, the things that if people are searching, they might find me that way. I can preview my profile so you can see what it would look like for other people. And, it tells how many connections I have, how many recommendations I have, and gives people a chance to ask me about services or to connect with me. And so that's a little bit about the profile. Also, then it goes into here's what I'm known for. Here's a recommendation that I'm highlighting. And then down below, you start to see things like statistics, my ideal customer, what businesses I want to partner with, a little description about me, and then just more and more information about myself that I can edit. Every time you edit this information, it pops up in other people's news feeds. So people are often editing their information constantly, because that's one way to get their pitch kind of out in front of people. Then I can look at all the different recommendations I've received, and that's really a nice feature. And then I can add promotions. Again, all of these types of things are information that then pop into other people's news feeds. And so you can see the promotions I'm doing right now. This one ends today. I'm going to probably, once I finish this Zoom, re-up that. And so it'll show up in people's news feeds. More classes that I'm teaching, networking events that I'm doing, and products and services that I offer. And so more and more like that in my profile. And I like this platform a lot more than LinkedIn. As a solopreneur, I have to say that it's really put me in touch with a lot of interesting people, some who are doing the same thing I'm doing, but many who are doing tangential things. And, I have found some people to work with, and I've found some people who I can just advise and give guidance to or give encouragement to. In fact, this video started because someone just wrote to me after I'd sent them my newsletter and said, "Do you have a video on Alignable?" And I thought, well, I actually don't really. I have some tips and tricks on how to do some formatting stuff, but I don't really have an overview. So this is that. I'm sure I left some things out. I would say, just to sort of finish, that Alignable is what you make of it. It is not going to hand you the gifts right off the bat. But if you have something to offer the world, or if you have some expertise, or you have something interesting that you're selling or offering, a service, it's a really good place to offer that and to see who wants it, and to continually sort of hone your craft and continue learning. I also think it's a fantastic place to practice your public speaking, and it encourages speaking and presenting. And so, for instance, the classes that I do are just a great chance for me to keep kind of figuring out what it is I'm doing and what I'm best at explaining, and to find new avenues to learn and new tools and tricks of the trade. So there you have it. Good luck. I would highly recommend, if you are going to try Alignable, first thing you should do is complete your profile, put a profile picture of yourself up there, put in your website, really spend a moment. It really doesn't take that long, 10 minutes, and you should be able to fill out your profile to a decent degree. That's the only way that anyone's really going to want to do any interaction with you. And then I would hop right into a Smart Connect, even right away. They're usually available a few times during the day, actually sometimes like 10 or 20 times a day. So pick one or two and register for them and try them out. That's going to give you an idea of what the value of this platform is, better than anything else, I think. Also, adding in your network, there's a way to add in everybody that you're connected with already. So you can kind of go out and discover who in your network is already part of this system and who you can connect to. Actually, it's probably under contacts. And so you connect your different systems from your address book and find connections and continue on that way. So if I put my Gmail address in there, it would start finding connections like crazy. So there you go. I hope this was useful. If so, feel free to like it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at the next one. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and good luck out there. Yeah.